Hello guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to be making some cake pops using this cake mold here that I did find on Amazon. If you guys are interested in this video, please keep on watching. To make the cake pops, these are a few things you're going to be using. I will leave the link down below for this one. I did purchase it on Amazon. It only comes with two molds, and it comes with these little covers here, and it came with little bags, the sticks, and little ties. You're going to need some chocolate. This is the chocolate that I'm going to be using, but you can use any chocolate of choice. If you're familiar with dipping strawberries into chocolate, I would recommend you use that type of chocolate. Gonna need my hand mixer to mix the cake batter. You're gonna need some cake. Does not matter the size or how you make it. I did use the Betty Crocker brand for my cake. Some vanilla frosting, and you're gonna need a bowl to mix it all in. Before we get started with everything, we're gonna go ahead and melt our chocolate, because the way we're gonna be doing it, we're gonna put chocolate in the mold, refrigerate it, and then start with the batter. So let me get my chocolate melted and then we'll be right back. Alright, once you have your chocolate all nice and melted, what we're going to do is grab your mold, and what you want to do is add some chocolate to each one. And with your spoon, you're going to go ahead and spread the chocolate. You kind of want to put it on the corners. This is my technique. If you have seen a different one, or if another one works for you, that's great. I know you can dip these into the chocolate itself, but I saw that it kept coming off the wooden stick, so I felt that this worked best for me, and it was very easy to use. So I feel like for me this was the best way to do it, and it's so much easier. So once you have the chocolate there, you're going to just move it around a little bit, trying to get all of the good edges. And if you do get it on the side where the little stick is going to go, don't be worried. We'll go ahead and break through it. I'm not going to go too high up because we're not going to make them too thick. You want to go ahead and remove any extra chocolate that you see that is maybe just too much in there. So this is how that looks. We're going to go ahead and put them in the fridge for about 4 minutes while we work on the cake. For the next step, we're going to need a bowl. You're going to need your cake and some frosting. Like I said, it does not matter what kind of cake you have. You could do this by hand, but I am going to use my hand mixer to help me crush up the cake. For this, I'm going to go ahead and start it off at low. At this point, I'm just going in with my hands, just trying to make sure that there is no big pieces left over. What you want to do is crumble up the cake enough to kind of make it look like a dirt consistency. Once you're at this point, you're going to go ahead and want to add in your frosting. To my cake, I'm going to go ahead and add about 2 tablespoons first of frosting. And you want to go in there with your hand, and you just want to incorporate that frosting all over your cake. As you go on, you'll start to see the change of the consistency in the cake mix. I do feel like mine needs a little bit more frosting. I would start off with a little bit and then increase it as you go on. So at this point, I feel like this consistency is probably what you want to see. It's very much Play-Doh consistency, and it's very easy to move around and work with. I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands and we'll be right back. Our molds were in the fridge for about 5 minutes and they're nice and hard already. So to this, what we're going to do is grab a little stick and pretty much just open the hole back up, because if it did have any chocolate there, it's probably going to close. It's very easy to do, and you're just going to repeat it to all of them. I like to go in with the second coat of chocolate just on the side. So we're just going to grab some chocolate and just focus mostly on the corners. Once your chocolate has hardened, we're going to go ahead and start adding in our cake into it. You want to go ahead and start off by a little bit. And you want to press down on the cake. You want it kind of tight in there. And then just add as you go. You can make these as small or as big as you wish. And you're going to go ahead and repeat the process to them all. At this point, once you've already filled in your mold with some cake mix, you're going to go ahead and want to insert your popsicle sticks into each and one of them. And you want to go ahead and press on the cake again. And to top it off, we're going to go ahead and finish it off with some chocolate. Just putting some on the top. This is pretty much to seal in the cake pop. You want to spread it out nice and even. And we're going to go ahead and stick them in the refrigerator. Once you remove your cake pops from the refrigerator, they're pretty easy to remove. All you want to do is pull it back, and this should be able to pop off easily, and that's how that looks. I'm using the lids as a placeholder for me. And there you go, guys. We'll just go in with a knife and remove the excess in the back. But it's very easy to pop off. I personally feel like this is such an easier job than doing the circle cake pops. I'm just going to pull back and it should come off. At this point, what we're gonna do is grab our cake pop and we're gonna remove all of this excess chocolate on the sides. You wanna go ahead and grab a cutting board, a pretty decent knife sharp, and you're just going to go on the edges and you're just gonna scrape off that excess chocolate. It doesn't have to be perfect, but removing that little bit of chocolate made a difference already. And you're gonna go ahead and repeat the process. Alright, once your cake pops are all done, I'm going to go ahead and decorate them. I am going to be using some candy melts in the color blue to decorate them. Here I have my chocolate all melted already and ready to go. I would recommend you wait till it cools down a bit before you start using it for decorations. And I am going to be using a piping bag. And we're just going to go ahead and cut a small little hole down underneath. And before you start drizzling, you want to go ahead and make sure that there's no chocolate hardening on there. A good way is to do a test strand. And you're just going to go over your cake pop. And you're going to repeat the process. At this point, your cake pop has already dried and it's ready for packaging. The package that I did get on Amazon already comes with little bags and little ties. So we're going to go ahead and package them up. So it comes with a little bag. It fits and it does seal from underneath. Move this here. And there you have it, all nice and packaged. We're going to do one more. Alright guys, so this is how the cake pops turned out. Pretty happy with the result. They look pretty neat and they fit perfectly in the packaging. If you guys did like today's video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.
Solo. Alright.